What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the making of Year of the Lion. Let's go. So how long is an album exactly? Well, according to Google, an album is more than 30 minutes long and 7 or more songs, so that was the goal for me. I set out to record 7 songs, so I had to make a chart. In one evening, I brainstormed pretty much the entire album, with the title tracks, the themes, all in one sit. I had 2 months to do it. I couldn't waste any time. The title of the album was kind of a joke, or a misread if you will. In the Chinese calendar, it's called Year of the Tiger and not Year of the Lion. I was born in Year of the Snake, but my zodiac sign is a lion, so I thought, why not? Why can't this be the Year of the Lion? I think I started at the beginning of May. Around that time I also contacted my niece in Canada to do the album art. Luna is the grandniece of my mother's side of the family. We talked a lot about Grandpa Lise. He was a carpenter and he always wanted to build me a guitar. He never got the chance to do it. It only seemed fitting that I tribute this album to him, to Grandpa Lise. We had a lot of fun exploring the idea of what a lion might look like, especially for the album art, and how it's portrayed in pop culture. So yeah, I had to watch some Lion King, you know. If you have followed my channel, you know I'm a very big fan of Carlos Santana. The 24th of June he was going to perform in the Ziggo Dome in Amsterdam. This would be the first time I would see him play. So it seemed more than logical that the 24th of June would be the deadline for the album release. I have released music before, but I've never really explored that Latin rock, groove and feel of Santana. Not in my music. With this album I wanted to try and bridge the gap between blues, rock, metal and Latin music. You see, in this modern musical landscape, pretty much everything has been done before. But your own mix of styles, that is what can make your music unique. Stevie Ray Vaughan listened to Albert King, for instance, and he played it on a Strat. He made his own interpretation and merged it in his own style. I had more than enough guitars to record pretty much any genre with, and for this album, a couple of them really stood out. Without the baritone, I would have not sounded low and heavy enough to incorporate that modern metal music into my album. And the acoustic jumbo saw some action finally after a couple months. I had to bring some acoustic Latin music to my mix. It was essential for that Latin and Spanish vibe. Of course, the PRS Santana Retro. It has replaced my Ibanez Stormbreaker when it comes to melodies and solos. All the solos were done with that PRS. Oh, and my Strat just got back from a neck replacement job, right in time to spring into action. And believe it or not, my Epiphone Les Paul saw some action too. It's my first real guitar that I bought, and it can sound very mean and heavy when it wants to. Oh, the Epiphone is always fun, huh? It's a lot more heavy. All guitars were recorded with plugins. I used the Böckeren Digital BDM pack for most of the leads and the rhythms, and the Archetype Asato. And I did some of the Santana leads with the Safari Pedals Silva Llama. I had a very short time to record, mix and master the album, almost too short. I had to spend all my free time outside of my work and my band on writing, tracking, mixing and mastering. I really needed a lot of coffee to get me through. My caffeine intake was 3 times as high than normal during that period. It takes a lot of coffee to make an album, I can tell you that. And then, almost a week before the deadline, I was finished. I was done. I was so relieved that I made it. It took some hard work and some sacrifices, but I did it. So now that I was done, I had to wait for the album cover. And that's what I'm going to talk about in part 2 of this Making Of series. Thank you for watching this video. This is part 1 of the series. I'm going to try and get Luna back on the channel as well, so she can explain a little bit about the meaning of the album art. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.